Alright, good morning everyone. It is currently 6:30 a.m. here at the iconic Tokyo station. And today, I will be going to Japan's westernmost train station using local trains only. Now, the actual westernmost one is in Okinawa, which is Naha Airport Station. But for this series, we'll be going to the westernmost one in mainland Japan, which is Tabira Hiradoguchi Station in Nagasaki Prefecture. But there's absolutely no way I can get there using local trains in a day, so it'll be a multiple day series. Alright, the first train of this series is this one at 7:01, the Tokaido Main Line, heading to Atami Station. And for this train, I will be using those double-decker green car seats, which is probably going to be the most comfortable ride throughout this entire series. So the journey to Japan's westernmost train station using local trains officially begins. This train is starting from Tokyo, heading all the way to Atami Station. Now, there are several definitions of what counts as a local train, but to keep it simple, this just means using regular trains only, which means no bullet trains and no limited express. The ticket I'm using for this trip is the Seishun 18 Kippu, which translates to a Youth 18 ticket. Despite the name, anyone can buy it. It is a seasonal ticket that covers unlimited rides on regular trains for either 3 to 5 consecutive days. You can also use the regular train green cars like this if you pay the surcharge separately on top. Many people actually used to use this ticket, but that changed in October 2024 when the rules changed for the first time in 40 years. Before that, the 5 days didn't have to be consecutive, and you can even share a day with other people on the same ticket. But now the days have to be consecutive and you can't share the ticket with other people. They did add a new 3-day option though. So because of that, I feel like 95% of the people don't even use this ticket. The other 5% is people like me who wants to do something ridiculous like this. And the reason I want to do something like this is because almost a year ago, I made a video of me going from Tokyo to Nemuro, which is Japan's easternmost train station. Ended up being one of the most memorable videos I've made on this channel, so I thought it would make sense to go to the opposite direction and head to the westernmost one. Well, one of the charms of doing a local train trip is that you actually have time to enjoy the scenery, whereas on a bullet train you're just passing by everything instantly. Towards the end of this ride, we are welcomed with a nice view of the ocean.
When you leave the train,
And after enjoying this view, we're about to get off at Atami Station. Alright, we are here at Atami Station. The direct translation of this station is Hot Ocean. It has nothing to do with this video. But now we have to transfer to the Tokaido line train for JR Central. The JR East trains don't go any farther than this. I think it's 2 and 3. Alright, here is the train we have to take. It's this one at 9:07 heading to Hamamatsu Station. And there's something I want to check before this train leaves. Okay, good. There's a bathroom here. So if anything, I can just use the bathroom. Yeah, if there was no bathroom for a 2.5-hour ride, I would have been screwed probably. Especially because I drank coffee too. Now we're heading to Hamamatsu, which is about a 2.5 ride from Atami. This stretch of the line runs pretty close to the bullet train. Looking at them passing by really fast makes me think I could have saved tons of hours taking that instead. But every now and then I remind myself that I'm doing this for the experience that most people never get to do. So then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is actually great. Huh. One of the challenges of these local train series is that it's hard to make a video entertaining because you're on the train for most of the time. And this is where I usually take time to look at other transit creators for inspiration. Watching this part also inspired me to do a bathroom review. Alright, here's the bathroom tour or review. Bathroom over here. Wash your hands. Me. Oh, there's also a sleep plate here. Wait. Oh, that's cool. The area for babies. Okay, we're good. Bye-bye. Along the way, we passed by stations and trains that I filmed in the past. Starting off with Yoshiwara Station, where you can take the Gakunan Railway, a small local line known to have a view of Mount Fuji from every single station. A little further down is Fuji Station. As you can probably tell by the name, Mount Fuji is around here. But I can barely see anything today because the weather isn't cooperating. Okay, 2-hour 47-minute train ride all the way to Hamamatsu Station, where we have no time to take a break. We have to transfer to this next train that's leaving in 4 minutes. And this is a 4-car heading to Toyohashi Station. I think many people are getting on here too. I don't like sitting down for a long time, I don't know. It just makes me feel stiff and uncomfortable. Thankfully, this ride isn't that long compared to the last one. It's only about 40 to 50 minutes. Now we're heading to Toyohashi Station. At one point of this ride, both this line and the bullet train runs alongside each other. And around the Lake Hamada area, there is this nice place where it would be nice to see a bullet train passing by at the same time. That did not happen, unfortunately. But what did happen was seeing the Evangelion train. That train is for the Tenryu Hamanako Railway, which is most notably known for having a station where hundreds of seagulls hang around during the winter season. Speaking of birds, it is getting close to lunchtime and I want to get something to eat, but most of my transfers today are under 10 minutes. That is not enough time. And on top of that, since today is a weekend, stations can get pretty crowded, which means it takes longer to transfer to the next train. However, Toyohashi is one of those few stops where I have more than 10 minutes, so I'm going to take advantage of this and get something. Okay, I'm here at Toyohashi Station, and I kind of have to hurry. This is one of the 2 stops where I have more than 10 minutes to transfer to the next train. So I'm gonna take advantage of this and get some water and perhaps food that I can put in my bag so I can eat when I have time. Okay, the train is leaving at 12:32. I have 11 minutes. Go to this kiosk to miso katsu. Something I actually like. Mentaiko. Okay, this should be good. Onegaishimasu. The next train I have to take is this one at 12:32 heading to Ogaki. 6. Okay. Oh, the train is here. I'm hoping I can eat on this train because this train is supposed to arrive at Ogaki at 2 p.m. I think I'm going to get hungry at that time. It seems like it's not that crowded. I'm looking up the eating rules on local trains. Okay, it is case by case thing, which is very difficult. But in the end, as long as I'm not causing trouble to other people here, it should be fine. And if I eat a sandwich and I only get it inside this bag, I will not be spilling anything. We'll be on this train for about an hour and a half heading to Ogaki Station. I'm glad I got lunch over with because most of the time I have less than 10 minutes to transfer. The next time I have more than 10 minutes is 5 hours from now. We passed through Nagoya at 1:27 p.m., which is about 6.5 hours since getting on the first train this morning. But we still have a long way to go as we're not even halfway to the ideal destination. Also, the second half of this trip will feature even longer train rides. And since I can't get to the westernmost station in a day, I have to stay somewhere tonight. But I actually don't know where yet. In my previous series where I went to the easternmost station using local trains only, a lot of things happened that made me realize that anything can happen at any time. So this time I'm being flexible and only booking once I actually know how far I can get. I have an ideal place in mind, but for now I'm just taking it case by case. Okay, we're here at Iwakuni station. It is 2:02. Crowded, there's no escalator. And the train we have to take is this one at 2:10. Heading to Maibara, Noribaichi, car number 1. This is also the last JR Central train we're going to be taking in this series.
This is the local train bound for Maibara. The next stop is Kashiwabara CA80.
Everyone's fighting for a spot. Okay, just sit here. Oh wait. And now we're riding the Shinkaisoku, which translates to Special Rapid Train. This runs from Maibara all the way to Himeji while skipping many stops in one continuous ride. This is one of the few regular trains in Japan that goes up to 130 km per hour, which is the speed limit for all the trains except the bullet train. The Seishunju Hachikippu covers regular trains including both local and rapid services, so I get to ride this with no extra charge. I also made a tragic mistake when getting on this train. I was supposed to sit on the left side instead of the right. For part of this section, the line runs right next to the ocean, and that view is on the left side. So I am keeping an eye on that side, waiting for someone to get off so I can switch over. But the problem is that someone else might take that seat right away, as this train passes through big cities like Kyoto, Osaka, and Kobe. For now, we'll just enjoy the view on the right side. After about an hour and a half, we're about to arrive at Osaka Station, and then a miracle happens. Okay, I was able to switch sides at Osaka Station. Now we can see the ocean view. We are now on the left side of the train now. Hooray! And the timing couldn't be more perfect because between Osaka and Kobe, this line runs right next to the ocean. After a while, the ocean scenery turns into a regular chill scenery of the Kobe area. And I was enjoying this until we're about to arrive at Himeji Station, which is the only time today I can get dinner. Okay, Himeji Station. So my next train comes like 6:13. So I have about 53 minutes. Okay, this is the place. It's called Eki Soba, which literally translates to station soba. What makes this place different from other soba places is that it uses Japanese style soup stock and then chukamen, so Chinese style noodles. So I guess ramen. I like it. Okay, I finished eating. It is what, 5:36 right now. So that means I have about what, 37 minutes? Well, that's plenty of time. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to actually leave the train gate for once. I haven't left since Tokyo Station. I don't think I've even gotten off at Himeji before. Well, it's gonna be a short debut, but it is what it is. Okay. Which way should I go? It's one of the more famous spots in the city is the castle. Oh, you can see the castle from here. I'll show you once we get out of the exit. Well, anyway, here you go. That is, the zoom feature is very limited, but that is Himeji Castle. Well, I don't know the significance of it. I can go up there. That'd be a better view. Okay. Oh, there's some photographers. Oh, you can see it clearer, I guess. So there's like the regular JR West looking train over here. And then look at that one, that red one. The contrast. This one looks way older. It looks more like a classic train. So thankfully, things are going smoother than I thought. And you might think we're almost there at the final stop of the day because it's what, 5:46 p.m. The thing is, I'm not even close. I would say I'm like 60% there. We're not quite there yet. We only have to take 2 more trains for the rest of the day, but the next train we're going to take is the longest one of this day, and it's going to be 3 hours long. That is kind of insane, and I'm not looking forward to that. And even the train after is going to be pretty long. So if the final 2 trains run smoothly, I will get to the final destination of today really late. I still haven't booked my hotel just in case. If any of the 2 trains get delayed or suspended, I'd be screwed. So I'm going to wait until the very last minute. Okay, the next train we're going to be taking is this local one at 6:13 p.m. heading to Itozaki Station. So we're almost at the final destination of this train called Itozaki Station. The next train will be the final one of the day. Once I get on it, I'm going to finally book my hotel. Okay, the final train's right in front of us. I'm surprised how most of the train is cross seats. Yeah, so Itozaki Station is in Hiroshima Prefecture. Can't believe we're all the way here.
The next stop is Mihara. Thank you.
Alright, so I'm at my hotel right now. I am currently at this place called Iwakuni, which is in Yamaguchi Prefecture. So my original plan was to stay at Hiroshima Station, and I would have been there an hour earlier compared to Iwakuni, but then that means I have to wake up earlier for day 2. So the final train of this day was going to go all the way to Iwakuni anyway, so then I was like, okay, I think I should ride the train for an extra hour today so that I can get, hopefully, an extra hour of sleep for the next day. So yeah, today we started from Tokyo and went all the way to Iwakuni. I started Tokyo at 7:01 and I got to Iwakuni at 11:30 p.m. So the total time, including the transfer times, was 16 hours and 29 minutes. I have to wake up at 5:30 to 5:45 tomorrow, so I'm gonna go sleep. Okay, so that was day 1 of me going from Tokyo to Japan's westernmost train station using local trains only. Once day 2 is out, it will be up over here, so feel free to check it out. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.